Are you tired of being unhappy with how you look and feel day in and day out? Do you actually want to understand how to eat healthily, but know you won't commit to a life full of salads? Surely there's another way. Doors are currently open for my express coaching course, The Vitality Project, where I am going to teach you not only how to lose weight and keep it off, but how to change your whole mindset and relationship with food and your body for long-term health and happiness. For the price of just one meal at a week, you can take control of your health and start enjoying your life again. Spots are limited, so if you're ready to say goodbye to fad diets, learn how to nourish your body and create goals that you'll actually achieve, make sure you head over to the link in the show notes and sign up today. I'll see you there.
Welcome to Life with Danny Duncan, where we talk about everything from nutrition, movement and mindset to the bullshit that's been holding you back to live your best life, completely raw and unfiltered. I'm your host, Danny Duncan. I'm a featured nutrition and fitness coach, author, business owner, speaker, mum of 3, including twins, and I'm going to let you into the behind the scenes of my life. Oh, and we'll have a bit of a laugh along the way, don't worry. It won't all be serious. I'm going to be the one to make you get uncomfortable with your reality and challenge you to make changes for good. So if you're feeling stuck in where you are in life and are ready to change, this podcast will unpack the reasons why you may be feeling this way and help you with tools to make changes in your life. There's no bullshit here, just real talk. So if you're ready, well, let's dive in. There's no time like the present. Hello and welcome back to Life with Danny Duncan. I have my favourite guest back on the sofa with me today, my lovely husband, Chris.
Because I'm free, that's why.
You're free, yes. We were actually supposed to record this last week, weren't we?
Backed by popular demand.
Backed by popular demand. So when you guys are listening to this, I will be over 30 weeks pregnant, which is a bit crazy, which means this baby is coming.
What, you know?
28 weeks, 3rd trimester. Ooh, we have no pram.
We don't need a pram. We'll just buy one. We just go out and... It's not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third. I'll push it around in one of the kids' doll prams if I have to.
And no, with Harper, we went out and we like...
Because it was the first child.
No, we got her... We were actually... We went in together, do you remember?
Yeah, you can go and get it.
What about clothes and stuff?
Yeah, order them online. It's the 4th one. You know, like when they say, oh, you know, you did like a baby book for the first and then you did one for the second, but it wasn't that filled in. 3rd didn't get one. The 4th ain't getting shit.
It's poor child. It's getting pushed
down.
Pushed into Harper's room. Am I going to have a baby shower?
It's going to have free rent for 18 years. It can take what room it's given.
Wow. It's poor child. Okay.
It will be loved.
It will be loved.
Which that's all kids need, love.
Yes. Well, just so you know as well, a little potty update. Your episodes are my most listened to episodes.
Yeah, well, you know, power to the people.
They love you. Anyway.
Should have my own.
Well, do it.
No, because me and Paula spoke about this. Paul's my best friend for anyone that doesn't know me. And yeah, it'd be raunchy.
It would be raunchy.
We'd just go off on tangents. We'd be, yeah.
But it'd be funny.
It would be very funny, but there'd be a lot of inside jokes, which I don't know if the wider people would
get. It would also probably offend a lot of people. You were very offensive, you two.
That sounds like nasty, but not in a...
No, not nasty,
if you're offended, then just don't listen.
Yeah, true.
Download another pod.
True. There's plenty out there.
To Hamish and Andy's best bits.
True. Well, last episode, to recap, we spoke about the proposal and we had a couple
of... Oh, yeah, your lie.
And your...
ongoing lie. But my lie was on top of your lie. And I wasn't going to bring out my lie unless... Well, I never thought you'd bring this out. So it was just something we both would have taken to our graves.
I still find it funny, though, that you were just sitting on it, though. Like, the whole time you're like, oh, Danny always knew that time. But she's never... Like, wouldn't you just say, hey, you know, I knew that you knew, you know? Wouldn't you just say that?
No, because everything went well when we did it. And
yeah,
you were surprised, you were shocked. It took you about half an hour to turn around, so you didn't think you knew that much.
Well, no, but I still... Yeah, anyway. So today we're going to talk about what it actually was like becoming parents. And we'll give some people some advice for anyone navigating new parenthood or that pregnant with their first... I don't know if this is going to be good advice or bad advice, but maybe stuff we wish we knew earlier.
The girls are absolute divas.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we haven't got the technology just yet to go, I don't want a girl.
There must be.
But also, imagine if everyone's just like, girls are assholes, everyone has boys. That's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, there's got to be something out there you can choose. Didn't the Beckhams choose? Didn't they get Harper from choosing?
I don't think so, but also... we need girls. And let's be honest, we love our girls.
Who runs the world?
Girls.
No, we do love them, but
We do.
fingers crossed. Let's hope this is a boy.
I love girls. I just don't like raising girls.
Mm.
But I do because, they give you that it makes it a bit more exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah, at times.
Anyway.
Not in the moment, though.
All right. So I'm pregnant with Harper. I'm already 9 months pregnant. I think we were in Queenstown. 20 weeks pregnant.
Eating a lot of ice cream and lemon meringues.
Well, this is what we're going to talk about, actually. I was eating for 2, wasn't I?
I'd probably say borderline 3.
Yeah. So I did my nutrition coaching qualifications when Harper was 4 months old. So at this stage, I believed all the, you're eating for 2. And you did as well a little bit. You were like an enabler.
No, but I wasn't a feeder. I wasn't sitting there shoving cheeseburgers into your mouth. No, but you're told not told as a child, but you grow up to think, oh, yeah, you need a bit of extra calories because that's saying you're eating for 2.
Yeah.
But that 2 is the size of a pea.
Yeah. And so I did eat for 2.
For a long time.
For the whole pregnancy.
You made the most of that.
I did. I put on 17.5 kilos.
But it's like those personal trainers that eat loads to get, I don't want to use the F word, to get fat, but then they know how to lose it then. So they can say they've been in their client's shoes.
Well, this is the thing. So because I wasn't qualified in this area at the time and I didn't understand food, I didn't understand calorie deficit, I didn't understand what that looked like. I didn't understand nearly as much as I understand now about nutrition and health rather than even just fat loss from a health perspective. And like what I was feeding my body and Harper, it wasn't bad. We still ate well. We always have eaten well. But I was eating a lot of ultra-processed, high-fat calorie food. That's probably why I didn't enjoy that pregnancy as much either. And the other thing I think people forget to realise is while I was in the pregnancy, it's all well and good, right? Because you've got a baby inside you, like, oh, she's looking a bit bigger. It's okay, she's pregnant. But then once the baby's out, then it's like, now I have 10 kilos to lose. So yeah, you're right. It's good because I had my own fat loss journey to go through then. Yeah. To feel confident again. But anyway, I just had no idea. But then come August and she was here, but I thought we could maybe go into that little bit of that. It was like a 2-day birth story, really, wasn't it?
Oh, what?
We
went out for breakfast, didn't we?
Well, we'd gone to the gym and I was like, you're on the phone to Paul. And I was like, I thought it was Braxton Hicks, Chris, but that was like the third one every 20 minutes. I was like, I think this might be labour.
We went for a walk, didn't we?
Went for a walk.
Had some food.
So went to Kadama that afternoon. And then, yeah, that's right. Went to bed and I was...
No, but before that, we were in Kadama and she was like, how are you? And you were like, I think I'm in giving labour or something like that. I think I'm in labour. And she was like, what? And yeah.
You were like, don't worry, in case the water's...
But that is baffling. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't think you could be in labour or start to have contractions and still function in that way.
Well, that's pre-labour, isn't it?
What? Men probably don't know.
Well, I didn't know either.
Okay.
Because active labour starts, I think, when your water's breaking.
Hang on. There's pre and active.
Yeah. So my active labour didn't start till... Well, hang on. And yeah, before we went to bed Tuesday night, you said, you arsehole, try not to wake me. I need a good night's sleep if this is the last good night's sleep I get.
I said, if you're in pain, wake me up, of course. But your pain threshold's quite good. Yeah. And they weren't painful, were they?
Oh, uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable, I'm hot, take the cover off. Open the window. Like, you're uncomfortable.
Ladies, imagine a man in labour, even pre-labour.
So I said, this is probably the last good night's sleep that we're going to get. Said, a little bit tongue-in-cheek. If you can not wake me up, I'd be appreciative. But if you do need to wake me up, by all means, wake me up.
So I basically didn't sleep because I was having contractions every 10 minutes. They weren't huge, but they were enough to keep me awake. And in the morning, you're like, good night's sleep. And I was like, I haven't slept.
Yeah, but I had to be alert. I was the driver. If I was tired, so think of it that way.
It's really tough.
I had to make sure that my alertness was the full bar. Like when you check your watch in the morning, it says you're ready to go. You're firing. I had to be at the top of my performance to get you to the hospital.
Once this episode goes live, your follower count is about to go down.
No, it's just honesty. I was by your side.
Yeah. So the next day, this continued like every 10 minutes thing. And I was getting a bit annoyed, wasn't I? So we did go for a walk and we did have to pause every few hundred metres, didn't we?
Yeah. We walked to the bakery.
To get some more food. And you've got a photo of me eating that too, that big cinnamon scroll.
Yeah.
Gosh, shoving my face full of food.
You may as well.
No, look, let's be honest. It was your last night's sleeping meal. It was my last day of being able to eat whatever the hell I wanted to be able to say, I'm eating for two. So we went there, and then it was getting kind of worse and worse and worse, but we weren't really coming closer together. And we had called the hospital the night before, and they were like, when it gets to 3 minutes apart, call us. It was not getting that close together. So they were like, come in, let's check you out.
Yeah.
So we took a bag in a case, and they checked me out, and
I eventually packed one.
You did. You only packed it that night.
Well, that's okay.
Are you at
Waters
this time?
don't
No.
just break.
They do just break.
No, well, what about the pre-stuff?
Okay, but that was my first baby. This baby,
Yeah, well, I'll have a little,
you got to be ready.
I'll pack a satchel or something.
Swag. Yes, we called her. They said, come in. They monitored her. They were like, yeah, I think I was like.
They put that thing around your belly, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah. They're like, you're like 2 centimetres. Her heart rate's going up and down. Just stay in. Who stayed in. And then it was getting a bit worse, wasn't it? And then my waters broke at, midnight? And
They broke on the toilet, didn't they?
yeah, I was in the toilet, in the bathroom.
No, they broke on the floor.
Floor in the bathroom, like
Yeah.
just being to the toilet. Like,
'Cause it was like a slip and slide.
it was like, you were like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is like oil, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you were like, nurse.
Help me.
And then the contractions started getting worse. Anyway, so this is like midnight. They weren't getting that much closer together. It was all in my back as well. And they realised she was posterior. So she was like facing the wrong way.
Diva mentality.
Yeah. She's just been like that since day one, isn't she?
And then you had just had a bit of a rough night, didn't you?
And she had a rough night. It was like contraction. And then I think 7:30 in the morning, my obstetrician said, Danny, I'm going to give you an epidural because you haven't slept and you're not going to have the energy to push because you haven't slept and you're not dilating much at all. Like it's taking so long. I really didn't want an epidural, but I was so tired.
Before we go there,
Yeah.
you had a bed. I had a chair. One of those chairs.
That folded out to a bed.
Did it? Did it really, though?
Again, though, you're not in labour.
But I have to be on top of my game.
I mean, at least you got to sleep without being in pain.
And there was an exercise board in there, wasn't there?
Was it? Oh, yeah.
And there was like yoga balls.
Yeah, but I couldn't have that because I'm strep B positive. I had to have my antibiotics intravenously and attached
Still
to that.
sounds like you've been to the Greek islands for 2 weeks with the lads and you come back and you're strep B positive.
Strep B positive. I'm dirty.
A couple of tablets, please, doc.
Well, we've already
Avoid all women for 2 weeks.
We've spoken about that already, haven't we?
Yeah, you dirty thing.
Me?
You gave it me. Doesn't matter that I'd had it before. I was clean. I was clear.
Dirty. Anyway, so yeah, comes in there, he gives me an epidural and I finally get to sleep. Then I can't really remember timings that well, but came back at like 11. He's like, Danny, you're not dilating. If you're not dilated by 4, you're having a cesarean. And I panicked, didn't I? And I got a bit upset. I was like, I don't want a cesarean. And then so I think it was like 1 o'clock. You're like, I'm going to go get some lunch.
No, you were tired. You didn't sleep very well, as we've, pointed out. So I left the hotel. I left the hospital and you were asleep. Or, pretty much settling down. The lights were off. Enya was on, but we were focused. So I went to get some food.
Yeah. And then
there was a
whilst you were out-
MacDonalds. I sourced a chicken chop.
Yeah.
And I was having chicken. I was enjoying myself, chicken and salad, maybe, checking in with some friends, just updating everyone.
Yeah. And whilst you were gone, the midwife came in, checked me. She was like, you're not dilating. The baby's heart rate's dropping. I need to get your obstetrician. Like this, we need to get something going on here. And so he came in. And in that 45 minutes from her checking me to him coming in, I'd gone from nothing to like 8 or 9 centimetres. And he was like, oh, Dan, you're 9 centimetres. Like, it's go time. And he's like, where's Chris?
Tuck it into a chicken breast.
I'm like, good question. And yeah, I called you like, just having some chicken. You came back.
I'm not a 10-year-old boy.
You came back and my legs were in
Rushed back.
You did?
Rushed back.
Yeah.
Changed my t-shirt, brushed my teeth.
Well, you came in, my legs were in stirrups, and you're like, I just need to brush my teeth and change my shirt. And I'm like, the baby doesn't care if you got bad breath.
If I just had like garlic chicken, just wanted to feel,
I think Pregnant looked at you like, I'm not sure that's...
I came in, your legs were like on stirrups, like wide open. The doctor's got gloves on. I'm like, whoa, this is escalated quickly.
And yeah, I think she was like 5 pushes, but he did have to use a vacuum because she was posterior. He had to like help her come down.
Dyson.
Shock. And then my cord broke.
Then he had to get the longer gloves out.
He asked, did anyone have any elbow length gloves?
Elbow length gloves.
Yeah.
And that is the moment I knew I was never going to touch the sides. Ever again.
But you have.
It's like throwing a golf ball into the MCG.
He threw his arm up there, didn't he? All the way up to his...
He threw his arm up there. Oh, lovely.
Put it up there, off the weight of his elbow. I could feel him moving around in there looking for my placenta.
It was like he was digging for treasure.
I could feel it going, like I couldn't feel the pain, but I could feel like sensation of him rummaging around.
Rooting around.
Yeah.
It's like most Saturday nights, isn't it?
Surprisingly, sorry, is this TMI? Too much information? I'm trying to use the thing there.
Don't try and be hip. Down with the kids.
I am down with the kids. No, I think I only had one stitch. So, I'd used my little machine, hadn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Pump
that
up.
balloon. You should shove the balloon up your vagina and pump it up, didn't you?
What was it called? Epinode.
Epinode. Pump it up.
To stick it up there and pump up my vagina. Yeah.
It was basically, for anyone that doesn't know, everyone's Googling Epinode. We should have like a Epi what?
Epinode.
Epinode. Use hashtag CD for 40% off. Yeah, you'd put it in your fanny and pump it up like you were pumping a balloon up.
Yeah, and so you'd go a little bit more each time and then leave it there to stretch your vagina. I don't think I need to do that this time.
Definitely not.
I think I'm stretched.
Definitely been stretched by 3 heads.
No.
Doctor's arms.
2 heads.
We've got 3 children.
One of them came out my freaking stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out the sunroof, as they say.
Sunroof. Anyway, so Harper's in the world, and you're in that newborn bubble right at the start, aren't you? And they give you a false sense of security, don't they?
Little bastards.
Yeah. Those first 2 weeks, you're like, oh, this is the best.
They just sleep. They don't do anything.
And we were like that with those parents, weren't we? Our kid's going to sleep anywhere. It's going to be so adaptable. We're going to take it everywhere with us. It's going to be so chill. And we must have looked like the most naive people saying that to new.
I've got a video of us sleeping in the Docker talk. Oh, this episode's getting so many plugs. And Jurassic Park's on in the background.
Yeah, we'd put TV on.
It's on the table. The TV's on in the background.
Jurassic Park.
And like some velociraptors running around ripping someone's head off.
Yeah. We were like, we need to get her used to watching, yeah. We had no idea. No. You watch those ding, 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 those like colourful things on the screen. Like, this will get her to sleep.
Just her eyes are just red, just wide open. She'd settled down though. She was crying in one of those cries where you couldn't settle down. It was like they'd put some jumping bananas on.
Yeah, because she was in trance. It was like she was on drugs. Like, oh, look at the bananas. Yeah,
you don't go home with a manual.
No. It would be huge, that manual.
Oh, but it wouldn't be the same for everyone. It's different for everyone.
Totally, yeah.
There's some basics that you follow.
True. But the expectation versus reality is very much that shock in first parenthood, isn't it?
Mm.
Like, especially as well, I hadn't really followed a lot of mummy people on social media at that stage. And people don't really share the new stuff. But also as well, if they do share, I don't know. But none of my friends had babies. Only Lana had a baby. No. But yeah, the first few months were a bit of a nightmare, really.
It was just night time.
Yeah.
Was it? The day she wasn't that bad, apart from when she shit herself a few times in the car.
Oh my God, she did. The twins never did that.
Where did we go with my mum and the Canberra, the War Memorial?
Yeah, she was like, 9 weeks old?
It was like a pool of sludge.
Wasn't it?
And then the sun was there, hot, and it was beaming on it, and it was just,
She did it twice. She did it when I drove her down.
On the way to High Point.
Did we even get to High Point?
Turn around, Melbourne Road.
Twins never did that. I reckon the first 2 to 3 months were okay. And then it got hard because...
It was just night. We'd have people around, or it'd be like the old-fashioned rocking them to sleep, putting down a grenade, sneaking out, singing her to sleep, putting on music. Like, you'd sing a Disney songs and sound of music, and I'd sing football songs.
And she just wouldn't sleep.
No, and then, football songs probably not the best.
Maybe not. But then we put her in our room because I was like, I'm sick of getting up every fucking an hour.
Yeah, but those cuddles are good when she's in bed.
Yeah, they were, but
we did that with her, but we didn't do it with the twins.
No. But Bali, remember, that was also a nightmare. We woke up every hour I was feeding her every hour.
Boobing her to sleep.
Upstairs. Remember, I sang so many songs. Oh my God, Raindrops and Roses is like ingrained into my head. I sang it that many times.
Imagine if I just rolled over and like, Danny, I can't sleep. Just whack my boob in your mouth.
That's what I was doing to her. Here, have a boob. And we got to a point, we got back from Bali and we were not in a good place.
No.
We were so tired. And I remember saying to Mum, and she would cry all the time. She was tired.
Yeah, it's because there was no routine.
Yeah, no routine.
Didn't know what to do. It was like, yeah, she probably seemed tired.
Yeah.
Or if she pushed through and then she gets over it. But that is the worst with all children.
Yeah.
They're overtired. Fucking close your eyes then.
I know.
I just go to sleep.
No, it's weird, isn't it?
You've missed a nap. Go to sleep.
I know.
Just shut those little eyes, grab your bunny and just sleep.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
And they just don't.
They don't know.
And they get all irate because you haven't slept.
Yeah, of course. But then that's when that's like why witching hour comes, right? Because I think we had no idea about a wait
Witching
window.
hour.
Remember that?
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Ooh.
It was like chaos.
Hocus pocus on steroids.
Yeah, but it's because she was overtired from not having the right, like, too big of a wait windows, not enough sleep during the day, which we had no idea of at the time.
And too much stimulation.
Way too much.
Way too much.
If I think back, I'm like, what were we doing? We literally were like, we know what we're doing. We had fucking no idea what we were doing.
No. When did we get Christine in?
That was
getting Mary Poppins.
Yeah, after Bali. So we got back from Bali. We went in a good place. I remember crying to Mum on the phone one day and being like, I don't want to be a mother if this is what it's like. Like, this is not what I expected. And so I Googled sleep trainer, come to my house. Because I remember one of my friends sent me like a sleep training like booklet and I read it.
And then there was that one where you could go and stay there. And it was almost like you went and stay there. And it's like, but then what happens when we get home? Correct.
And so I was like, I need someone to come to my house. I'm a hands-on person. And Christine came up and I picked up the phone and literally she answered and I started crying. And I literally was like, help me, help us. It can't be like this. And she came round and she literally was like Mary Poppins, wasn't she?
Yeah. So good.
Oh my God. That was the best. I think she charged $800 at the time for that package.
Best $800 I've ever spent.
Ever. And we weren't in that best financial, that was a lot of money for us.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, this is the best $800 I was. And it was so funny because you go in the first night and you sit by a cot to went to sleep. And she did take a bit of time to go to sleep the first time. But then remember she woke up like an hour later and Christine was like, don't go. Like, what? And she's like, what would you usually do now? I was like,
go in.
And she went back to sleep within like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But it's teaching the parents probably 80%?
Yeah, 100%.
Because
I mean, yes, 80%.
Yeah. Well, you think you go to bed. Well, number one, you go to bed in your bed.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and then someone picks you up and starts talking to you. It's like, leave me alone. I want to go back to sleep.
Totally.
But they don't know that. And then there's the aspect of falling asleep, say downstairs, and then waking up, or falling asleep in your mum's arms or your dad's arms.
Yeah.
And then waking up
somewhere else,
whatever time later, and someone else, you're like, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah, totally. And it makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you just don't realise it, is
the first example you gave me really like resonates so much. And it resonated then, it resonates now. Like, because I'm waking up more often at the moment because I'm pregnant, because I'm kind of comfortable. If I woke up and then say you were like, oh, Danny, are you okay? And then I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm not awake. I'm just stirring. Like, let me go back to sleep. And I think as a parent, you hear that baby cry and you think it needs comfort, but actually it's just stirring and, you know. And
it's not like when you mention sleep training to some people, they're like, oh, you don't love them. They're crying. They want their parents. They're going to, all these emotions. Go away. Like, seriously, if anyone doesn't get sleep, they're grumpy.
100%.
Sleep is the best thing. It's when you grow. It's when you develop everything.
Yeah, it's when you put your memories into, you actually make the memories and you actually implement the information you've learned in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that phrase of short-term pain, long-term gain, it's not even short-term pain.
No.
It's, for us, it was what, 2-3 nights?
2-3 nights max.
So it's not crying all night.
No.
We had to leave her for 10 minutes. And if she's still crying after 10 minutes, and bearing in mind, we knew she was fed.
Yeah.
We knew she hadn't shat herself.
Yep. She wasn't
in pain.
Yep.
She was crying because they can't say, Mummy, pick me up. So yeah, anyone that says sleep training or people that message you.
Yeah. And it's definitely short.
Boredom to me.
I think she cried more and was more
100%.
happy before sleep training.
100%.
Yeah. Than 3 days it was of crying.
Now, we can't get her out of bed.
I literally can't get any of the kids out of bed now.
No.
They all
Even when they're awake.
Yeah.
Mummy, Daddy, get out of bed and come downstairs.
Yeah. Like, we can't get her out of bed and we can't get the twins out of bed.
So yeah, if you're about to have a kid or you just had one and they're not sleeping, give Christine a call.
Totally. She's the best.
DM Danny.
Christine Sleepers, happy sleepers.
So good.
Good plug for her. And you know what the other thing was? Obviously, we just talked about her and how she wasn't happy and she was crying. But you and me weren't in a good place either.
It wasn't fun.
No. Because we were both struggling with like lack of sleep, and also it's frustrating, right? Like, I remember Rob and Leora being around for dinner.
Yeah.
And I
keep like tag teaming to try and get to sleep.
And that's like, you're not enjoying yourself. And you're kind of just thinking like, it's not like they were listening. It's not like we didn't want you there, but you kind of like, just go because like, this is not enjoyable.
No.
You know, like, I'm not sitting around with my friends having a nice dinner. I'm up and down the stairs. And then because you're frustrated because you want to be down there socialising, you get frustrated at Harper.
And they can sense it.
And they can sense it, exactly. Yeah. That would be at our top tier, wouldn't it?
No baby was harmed in the peak training. Just want to put that out there.
She's absolutely fine now.
She just doesn't always walk in a straight line.
The other thing I was going to bring up on this episode, though, I was breastfeeding exclusively until just before I went to Bali and took her to the doctor. And I did struggle a bit with breastfeeding, didn't I?
Pre-breastfeeding stuff?
Oh, there's
Like
colostrum.
me holding a spoon under your boob.
Collecting the colostrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's little kits now you can get. But yeah, I milked myself and you held the spoon and then we slipped it up with a syringe.
Do you want to eat better, move more, and just feel your best but are not sure where to start? Does the thought of going to a gym literally feel impossible? Introducing Fit by the Figure, your one-stop shop for holistic health, movement and nourishing foods the whole family will actually eat. Head to the show notes for your 7-day free trial.
Anyway, I did breastfeed, but I struggled, I think, as well because I felt like she took so long to feed, and then I never knew if she was full or not, and and then we went to that form at the appointment for her and she wasn't putting on as much weight as she should, and I felt guilty, and the doctor suggested we start doing...
Your Magnum diet? Oh.
Not my Magnum diet. Doing some...
Top-up feeds. That's what it's called, isn't it?
What?
Top-up feeds.
Oh, top-up feeds,
What do you
yeah.
think I said?
Like, oh, no, I was going to say... I thought I said chocolate feeds.
No. Liquid. Giving her a milkshake every couple of hours.
Have some breast, then have some milkshake. A supplement, like with some formula, which made me feel guilty, which I think then didn't help my milk supply. And then you also
Stressed.
weren't... Like, you were like, you should be able to breastfeed.
No, hey, that's... How bad does that sound?
Well, in Bali...
You were like, you should be able to breastfeed.
In Bali...
I'm here in people's estimations. Don't try and bring me down because
I'm just saying-
I'm popular.
In Bali, I remember saying, I think when we get back, I might just stop breastfeeding. And I think you were like a bit disappointed
No.
in me.
Shame. No one's seen the Game of Thrones episode where Joffrey's mum,
Okay.
where she's walking through the streets naked and all throwing fruit at her.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. No, I wasn't breastfed. I've never had the taste of a woman's breast with milk. So I was formula fed and I've turned out all right.
Yeah.
We did say that we would try and breastfeed for as long as possible,
Yeah.
but it was not a lack of effort.
Yeah. You were thinking I was giving up.
It was more the like, I don't need to just give up. Like, let's work out why potentially it's...
I know. I didn't feel that was very supportive at the time, I think.
We learn and, we're still here.
I know. But I think, I remember saying, I think I'm going to stop. And you're like, at least do it for 6 months. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed already. So I kept doing it. I did morning and night feeds and then we did formula in the day, I think.
So we compromised.
Yeah.
So you did well. See, it's like when you want to stop a run, you tell your clients, which one of the Snickers? No, put it back. Have a banana. Oh, I want to stop running. Run slower.
Okay.
No, you carried on, didn't you?
I did
You
carry
did
on.
well.
I did. You were supportive after
Proud of
that,
you.
though. You were supportive after that. Was she doing night feeds then? Yeah, she was.
We were, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you were.
Yeah. So say that comment earlier probably been only just bring me back up again.
I have to say, though, the guilt, though, of introducing formula was massive. And I think it did impact my milk levels because I was stressed. And
That's because you probably put too much pressure, which I can understand.
Yeah.
As a mum, you've got to put too much pressure on yourselves. And if you've got a husband or a partner or just one night stand that's a bit of a dick,
yeah, it can be
yeah,
hard.
that would be hard.
Yeah. And
Or if you're in stressful
there are a lot of people out there as well that do shame people that formula feed. But like you said, you were formula fed and you're absolutely fine. The twins were formula fed from 8 weeks old, mixed fed from 8 to 10, I think, and then formula fed from 10 weeks. And they never get sick.
No.
I mean, Bo got COVID once, quite badly.
Yeah. Ended up in hospital. Nothing to do with the non-breastfed babies.
But yeah, I mean, and then that's the thing, I was breastfed
Do
for
you remember
like
the
2
stresses
years.
of going to get formula and the one that you have isn't there in shops?
Yeah,
That's frustrating.
That was
And you see
frustrating.
certain people walking around with a basket full of them.
but yeah, that was really frustrating. I'm going to get it online from New Zealand this time. That Haven baby that we had last time, I'm going to get
Is that
that.
when you have to buy it with formula? Buy it with crypto, rather.
I don't know.
That's legal stuff.
I don't know. But with the twins, remember they were like, you can't take that many. I'm like, I've got twins.
Watch me.
Yeah, watch me take more than 2.
Try and take them off me.
Yeah, we had some questions. So next time, I don't know where we want to go with it, but maybe we go back maybe into COVID and twins next time. But let us know as well, because twins was a totally different story. Speaking of twins, some of the questions we got this week for you were, what were your reactions when you found out you were having twins? But I think let's save that one for another episode when we're further along.
Okay.
Okay, so
To be continued.
here we go. What do you do when you're not on the same page with partner and parenting styles?
Force them to follow my way until I'm... No. Well, we're always going to have disagreements. I'm probably the stricter one out of both of us, even though you had a way more stricter childhood than me.
Yeah.
I was given more free reign, being the only child, the prodigal son.
I think we're stricter in different ways, actually, now I think about it. Like when it comes to their food and their screen time and their behaviour, maybe I'm more strict. But when it comes to like their attitude and behaviour as well, you're more strict, I think.
I'll put it this way. We dropped Harper at a school care. Sorry, I dropped Harper at a school care this morning. New environment, didn't really know anyone. She got upset, so she's in our bed tonight.
Yeah.
And you were happy with that?
No, I'm not happy with that.
Why?
I'm not happy with that because, for two reasons. Okay. One, I don't sleep well with her in there.
Oh, so it's about you, is it?
Well, I am also 28 weeks pregnant and I need my sleep. It's Tuesday and also...
It's school holidays.
Yeah, but also, I don't want it to become a habit.
It's not going to become a habit. She's not going to be 24 and saying, Mummy, Daddy, can I sleep
not
in
when
your bed?
I'm not worried about when she's 24.
There's going to be a time where she doesn't want to spend time with us. And you'll look at me with those puppy dog eyes and I'll be like, remember that time where I wanted to bring her into our bed?
No, but I don't want it to be like, okay, because it has been Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's Friday, Saturday, sometimes...
Friday, then it's Saturday, Sunday.
What? Sometimes it's like an extra day if she gets a nightmare. You're like, bring her in.
Yeah, but...
And then now it's Friday...
nightmares. I've been in bed with you and you're screaming, you know?
Yeah, I'm just saying. But now you're like, you're throwing out coming to our bed just for willy-nilly.
The cuddles.
Is she coming? This is the other thing though. Is she coming in at the start, or are we going to like get down and dirty first and then bring her in?
There is not much getting down and dirty at the moment, is there?
No, but there is a little bit sometimes. I'm quite horny, thank you. This pregnancy. I know you find me internally attractive.
No. Well, this isn't like Bad Chris episode. Are you in the peak of your performance? Obviously not.
No. I like to starfish at the moment.
Well, yeah. I think starfish just still move around more than you do. So yeah, we just not agree to disagree, but sometimes you get your way, sometimes I get my way.
Yeah. But we also then sit down sometimes and talk about, okay, next time this is what we should be doing, really.
Yeah, and we always talk about it away from the kids.
We do, yeah.
Don't we?
Yes, most of the time.
When you like to bring up things in front of people. I'm not an arguer or a debater in front of people.
But I think it's healthy for the kids to see us having disagreements.
We do sometimes.
To show them that.
But then when those disagreements might escalate to a little bit more of a louder debate, not in front of the kids.
I'd love to hear everyone's feedback on that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think you should full on argue in front of the kids, like screaming, but we don't do that anyway. We never do that anyway.
Just as we have those conversations away from people.
Yeah, well, okay. Mm-hmm. The other day you said to me, Danny, I didn't like the way you talk to Harper, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, take on board. And I do the same to you, so I think...
Oh, yeah, in text form. God.
Is there anything...
Like that crab out of Maui. I'm going to do it in song form.
You actually have to read a text when I'm talking, so you're not listening.
So annoying. I know if we have an argument or a disagreement and you leave or I leave, I'm just like, wait for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ping. And it's just ping, ping, ping. And it's you. And I'm like, oh, I've told you so many times that it annoys me when you text me, so don't do it.
Yeah, but it annoys me when you don't listen to me.
I go to here and then you text me and I go even higher.
Yeah, but you're more like, you have to read it, you have to take it in.
How'd you get me out of a grump?
Leave you alone.
Leave me alone. Texting me isn't going to help. I know you're a talker.
I need to get it out, though.
Text someone. Start a podcast. Go live.
Is there anything you're going to do differently with this pregnancy?
Yeah.
What?
Send you to get a cot. Send you to get a pram. No, I think we're going to be more chilled. It'll probably feed itself.
Sometimes I forget I'm pregnant, but then I realise...
I don't.
Massive, aren't I?
You're not massive, but you're massive for you.
It's just a basketball. I've been doing similar stuff that I was doing with the twins, so running, eating well. What I do want to do going into birth, though, as I said to our obstetrician yesterday, I don't want drugs. I just want an unassisted, natural birth.
Yeah, but you don't get any extra points.
No, I don't, but I want to experience...
If you're in pain, take the drugs.
I just want to experience that.
Why?
You know? Because you've made my body can just do it. And let's be honest, I'm not going to have to push very hard to get this one out. Bo basically fell out.
Ever going to have to push again because this is the last time we're having children.
Exactly. So I want to experience that.
Okay.
And like after the twins, and I know I had to have the cesarean afterwards, but I was so drugged out for so long, and I was constipated because of all the endone.
Yummy. I need to book the snipping.
You do need to book the
Definitely
snipping.
need to book the snipping.
Let's talk about that next episode.
The snip.
Yeah, I was so drugged out for so long.
No, I don't think we're doing anything differently. Like she or he rather is going to go in with Harper. Which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm happy with it, but we just have to see how it goes, because if it wakes her up and she's in school...
You keep saying he, then she, then he, then she.
Oh, well, it's got to be one of them, innit?
Yeah. 50-50. How do you keep your relationship thriving when there's a new baby?
Sleep train it.
Yeah.
So it sleeps and then you can bang.
But we still... When did we go our first date night after the twins? Well, we were in lockdown, weren't we? So it wouldn't have been for a while, but we would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as... As
long as we can get someone to come over and
watch them. But I think we would wait till they were asleep, and we knew that they'd sleep till like 2 or 3 in the morning or something.
Even if it was going, we're not going to be out, we'll be back by 11.
Literally. But by 11,
we'll
be back by probably 9 if we leave 8. Babe, that dinner we had in Hamilton Island, it was half an hour, start to finish.
That's because we knew what we wanted. We didn't even need to see the menu, and we just ordered a mood bouches, just ordered starters.
Yeah. But I think date night for us is that continuous thing.
You have to have one date night a month.
Yeah. And we also make sure that we obviously handle the baby and the kids equally as well.
Yeah. And we do have our time at home.
At home, yeah.
You do your coaching course at night sometimes. I've either got football.
Yeah.
But then there is nights in the week that we Netflix and chill.
Yeah. But like, I think a lot of people, maybe it's unbalanced. Like the mum feels like they have to do everything with the new baby. And then all the other kids as well. Whereas, if I'm breastfeeding, you're on with the other kids.
Well, I am the father.
Yeah.
I hope. So, unless you're going to whip that out in 10 years, like another secret.
I'm going to tell you.
So I have to do my bit, you have to do your bit.
Yeah.
It's a given.
Yeah. But relationships thrive from respect, mutual respect, right? They don't just thrive without doing anything. You have to constantly work in it.
It's going to be hard though, because there's times where all three of them are running around and there's noise.
But like the 2 times that I'm thinking are going to be the most stressful are the mornings, because it's already can be. Some mornings they're great. And some mornings, like this morning, they were already pretty early this morning. That was great. I ate all their breakfast easily. But then there's some mornings where they're not like that. And like, then what happens to the baby? Like, where's the baby got? Like, what's going on? And then night times as well. We still have to work out how bedtime's going to work. Yeah. Especially with the baby in Harper's room.
Well, we put the baby in, then Harper goes in later.
Yeah. And just sneaks in and just hope it doesn't wake. What do I need white noise for the baby?
But how's that going to go down with Harper?
I've already worded her up.
Yeah, there's wording her up, and then there's going into your bed and hearing.
I should say, you're going to have white noise. She goes, I don't like white noise. I said, you've had white noise when we've been away in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe just start putting it on now.
Yeah.
All right. How do you split the workload in your house?
I'm the washer.
I'm the cook. Yeah.
I wash and clean. You cook and clean.
I cook and clean.
I think, we both clean. I wash.
Yeah.
You cook. You shop. I'm the fun parent. You're the
get shit done, proactive.
Get shit done parent.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just...
Like, I'm the one
got a routine.
Yeah, we do.
We know our routine.
Yeah. We both get the vacuum out every now and then. The mob.
Yep. Vacuum's fun.
Is it fun?
No, when you do it in the dark and you got that laser.
Like laser. Yeah.
It's good.
But yeah.
We've got a routine. The kids go to bed. We tidy up a little bit before. Whoever's first down starts to tidying up.
Yeah.
If I sometimes come down and it's been a stressful bedtime and sit down, I get the glare from you.
You do sometimes go, is there anything I can do for dinner? And I'm like, nah, it's all right, babe. I've got this. Because sometimes you just actually make it harder.
More offer.
You do offer. And when you do cook, the kids love it.
Yeah.
Your mince dishes.
They love my mince dishes. Anything with mince, I'm all over it.
Yeah. I reckon you should try something else one day. I put some washers on the other day. I took a step in that direction. Did I do a good job?
Well, that's another episode.
Everything else is mutual. Like, I think, I will step in and do the washing, and you will step in and cook if it need be. Yeah.
And when I'm away or when you're away, the kids still survive.
Absolutely. And so do you.
Is that it? Only questions.
Yeah. I got another one today and I can't remember what it was.
No, controversial ones.
Controversial ones, I know.
Right, I just blurt out an answer and it gets us cancelled or something.
Well, don't get us cancelled. But we have reached the charts in Singapore. That's really exciting.
Well, I'm trending in Singapore.
Trending in Singapore. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, my love.
When's the next one?
4 weeks.
4 weeks?
Next 3 weeks. I've got a lot of guests.
What they want, man.
I've got a lot of guests.
4 weeks. So I need an OnlyFans.
What would you do on your own on OnlyFans, though?
I don't know. You might use what's around me. At the moment, it's just a pregnant woman.
Oh, yeah. People have
chicken feet.
People have fetish of my feet and pregnancy, don't they?
Told you we'd make a fortune.
What do you guys think? Should we do OnlyFans?
Kidding. All right. Thanks, darling. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If something resonated with you, click follow so you don't miss the next episode and send me a DM on Instagram @thefigure_. It means the world to me to know that you're loving these episodes. If you're wanting more accountability and tools to implement changes in your life, head to the link in the show notes and book a free call with me. And if you want to get started right now, download our free resource, 5 simple things that will change your life. I can't wait to be back in your life next week, and trust me, you won't want to miss this episode.